Ellis Park, home of Transvaal Rugby and the venue for the opening floodlit match against the junior Springboks. The tour was on. There was no turning back. Colin Meads, tough and uncompromising, bemoaned his team's lack of preparation. The junior box didn't care.
We don't play a lot of night games at home, but I don't think that was one of the reasons why it was such a close game and one of the reasons we almost lost. I think prior to the game, Colin Meads and myself tried to do our best to tell the guys what serving rugby players are really like and how hard they really are. And I don't think they really knew until they'd played the game, and they didn't realise how hard they were. And it was certainly a very hard game. There wasn't much in it all the way through, for that matter. It was only a drop goal in the last minute by Grant Fox that enabled us to win it. I think we played reasonably well up front. We mauled reasonably well. We rolled the maul reasonably well. But I don't really think we took our chances in the backs. And, you know, I guess those sort of problems happened in the first game. So we were also without our top 8 players who were still in the UK, or they had arrived, but we didn't consider them. So, you know, we weren't really at full strength, but that's not an excuse. I think it's just one of those first game matches on tour that you have, and especially in South Africa. And I guess, you know, we were lucky to come out on top.
Captain that night was the rangy Canterbury breakaway Jock Hobbs, the man who'd led New Zealand to Argentina in Dalton's absence the previous season. Hobbs, strong and intelligent, a man who had represented New Zealand in 17 tests.
Jock plays his rugby in Christchurch, New Zealand, and of course plays for his province, Canterbury, and he's not the Canterbury captain, but he's played in all the Ranford Shield games that Canterbury defended in the last 2 or 3 years, and he's been a very good player for Canterbury and also for New Zealand, and he's one of these players who isn't far from the ball. He plays his heart out for 80 minutes, and he's been a great asset to the New Zealand forward pack, and you know, he's got plenty of years ahead of him still.
Well tackled, Wayne Shelford, and New Zealand is still going very well with it. Pika Reid, McDowell, but good work by the junior box. Out to Helgard Miller. Helgard Miller, and it goes there from Jannie Breed to Frans Wessels. Jaco Reinach chasing for it, inside of Wessels. Frans Wessels back to Reinach, and he can score here. He's the fastest man on the field, and he's going to score under the post. Jaco Reinach. Jaco Reinach it is, under the post. Captain Jock Hobbs waiting for it, trying to catch them offside, and the All Blacks will let it come when it suits them. Jock Hobbs with it, holding it back there to Donald. Donald to Grant Fox, and the attempted drop goal. Is it there? It is a beautiful one. Grant Fox. Grant Fox it is. Grant Fox, the boy from Auckland.
So there it was, a snap drop goal by Auckland whiz-kid Grant Fox. His only success in 5 attempts, helping the tourists squeak in for a 1-point triumph. Time and time again, the New Zealand forwards demonstrated their famous rolling maul, the one awesome aspect of their game that was to send out ominous danger signals to the men who would later plot Springboks tragedy. But the national selectors had reason to smile. They were looking for a replacement for rugby league defector Ray Mort, and they had glimpsed such a man on the juniors' right wing. His name, Jaco Reinach, the Free State sprint champion who was beginning to show signs of international class. The next day, the critics were almost unanimous. While the New Zealanders were powerful at forward, they could still be beaten at three-quarter. There were those who claimed that 40% possession would be enough for a Springbok triumph, but the Springboks were still more than 2 weeks away. There was another hurdle closer at hand, the one South Africans were calling the 5th test, the big one against Northern Transvaal.
We're happy to have won. The game was exactly how we thought it would be, very, very hard.
And how do you think this augurs for the rest of the tour?
Well, I think that all the games will be hard, and that's what we've prepared for ourselves for. That'll be a very, very hard tour.